Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at the 2017 film Monsters Among Men, brought to us by Ryan Blazek. This is the story of kind of a bit of a dick, kind of a self-absorbed businessman who has not always treated his girlfriend as well as he should, but for some reason still felt he should propose. And during that proposal he blacks out, and when he comes to, girlfriend is nowhere to be seen, and oh shit, he's been kidnapped by a group of vampires. Vampires in general have been overdone a lot, and it's hard to find a film where someone does something even a little bit unique with the story. I think this one kind of does that. They kind of give me something that I was actually interested in watching, and being a low-budget film, they really had to come with a story. That's something a lot of low-budget filmmakers seem to forget, is that if you can't wow me with some effects, and effects are not an excuse for story, but if you have good effects, good costuming, etc., you can usually get by with a little less as far as the story goes, because there's something to capture the audience's attention. This one has to rely on story, and I think we get a good story with this one. We get a lot of flawed characters, and I like that. And it's flawed in that it's believable and relatable flaws, not just with the main character, who, yes, he grows during the film, tries to become a better person, but the other people he meets, and not just other victims, but some of the vampires themselves. And it's relatable flaws in that too often in horror films, you get a bad guy, a villain of some sort, who is evil. Why? Because he's evil. But why is he evil? Because that's what he is. He's evil. He's just evil. But is there a reason why did something drive this person evil? Are they doing evil because they think they're doing good? Why are they acting this way? And this one, you get a lot of the vampires where it's you could see yourself acting the same way if you were in that same situation. That makes for believable characters, which makes for a good story, in my opinion. I think you have definitely a rookie cast in this for the most part. A lot of these actors don't have a ton of experience, and it shows a little bit, but I still think you get good performances out of them. Because of bad performances can really sink even a great story. I think you get some good, I'd say, journeyman level quality of acting out of this for the most part. You do get one of the more veteran actors who does do a really good job playing a bit more of a just pure bad guy, and I do like that from time to time. But again, as I said, there's a lot of characters with flaws, and the flaws are shown and really worked into the story, which makes it a much more compelling story in general. As I said, this is a low-budget film, but I think they do good with what they have. The cinematography, the sound, all performs admirably. It's done very well for, obviously, the lower budget that they were working with. Scale of 1 to 10, this is... It's kind of like that, everyone's had that guy you work with who's kind of, you don't want to work with him because he doesn't always pull his own weight, and he's kind of a jerk, but then something clicks, something changes, and all of a sudden he's like, that's the guy you want to work with. It's like, I don't know, maybe he became a dad, or, maybe he had, some scare in his life, and, he's turned his life around a bit. Maybe he was a drinker and he stopped drinking, and now he's actually showing up to work sober, or whatever it is. You had this guy you never wanted to work with before, but now you do. It's that kind of thing. That's what I was saying, how the vampire genre is overdone. It's like, I don't want to watch another vampire movie. But then I watched this one, and I'm like, okay, that was worth watching. Even though it's vampires, that was still worth watching. I got a good story out of this, so way to go. I would definitely recommend this one. It's as I said, this is this is an indie film, which you should check out indie films whenever you can, regardless. And they're not always good, I will admit that, but this one is. This is a good, fun story. And I think you should check it out. It breathes a little bit of life into the, undead corpse that is the vampire genre. So that's all I've got for this one. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.